A man is about to quit his job. No dramatic scene, no angry email, just silence. And no one notices, except two people. One stays still, watching, calm. The other walks up, gently places a hand on his shoulder, and softly says, "I get it." Both are leaders, both are empaths, but they lead in radically different ways. A question for you: which one speaks to your soul the most? Feel free to share your story in the comments. We're listening. A tense team meeting, deadlines missed, voices tight, blame in the air. The INFJ doesn't speak, he watches. Then, quietly, let's pause. We don't need more words. We need to understand what's underneath this frustration. No forced interventions, no false optimism, just quiet clarity. Later, a teammate murmurs, "He always knows what I'm feeling, before I even know it myself." But another adds, "Sometimes I wish he'd open up about what he's feeling." At the next meeting, nothing is announced, but the chairs have been rearranged. A small shift. The tension? Gone. Subtle, almost invisible, but unmistakably effective. At the coffee machine, someone quietly breaks down. No words, just silence, cracking. The INFP notices. They hand over a coffee. "You don't have to talk. I'm here whenever you're ready." The colleague exhales. A breath held too long finally released. Later, the INFP leaves a handwritten note. "You matter, even on the days you forget." But as they walk away, another coworker wonders, how does she lead a whole team? She's so inward. Empathy doesn't always speak. Sometimes it just stays. The INFJ leads with introverted intuition, NI. They don't just feel the room, they see its emotional trajectory, patterns, burnout, disconnection, before it surfaces. Then comes extroverted feeling, FE. Not loud, not controlling, but intentional. They shift the group's energy gracefully, like emotional architects. Yet underneath that, grace is a deep internal imperative, a felt responsibility to restore harmony, even if it costs them. They don't just choose to intervene, they need to. When dissonance arises, FE in the NFJ activates like an inner alarm. They don't impose, they realign. And sometimes, that realignment comes through subtle but deliberate shifts. A chair moved, a pause created, a group's energy reset without a word. Their tertiary introverted thinking, TI, brings precision. Sometimes, too much. It makes them surgical in their insights and hesitant to share their own mess. When they speak, it's filtered, controlled. They don't just want to be understood, and they want to be exact. Their inferior extroverted sensing, SE, often goes ignored. They miss what's happening in the moment when lost in abstraction. Their body may be in the room, but their focus is elsewhere, in visions and possibilities. The physical world feels loud, sometimes too loud. Their gift? Clarity, their challenge, isolation through internal certainty. They understand others deeply, but letting themselves be understood? That's harder. The INFP leads with introverted feeling, FI. Not analytical, not managerial, but deeply resonant. They feel with you, not from observation, but through internal alignment. If what you feel touches their inner compass, they become fiercely present, Their empathy isn't reactive, it's authentic, rooted, moral. Not every emotion moves them. But when one does, they're all in. Their presence becomes a form of silent testimony. I feel this too. Then, extroverted intuition, NE, opens possibility. What could this become? Where could this go? They don't lead from above. They walk beside you, helping you unfold. NE fuels their imaginative compassion. In moments of darkness, they offer not just comfort, but new meanings. Their tertiary introverted sensing, SI, makes them quietly loyal, rooted in emotional memory. They hold on to moments, not out of fear, but because those moments shaped who they are. A song, a note, a look. For them, the past is a treasury of inner truths. But their inferior extroverted thinking, TE, can trip them up. When group logic clashes with personal truth, they freeze. They may struggle to organize or direct a team when their inner ethics feel at risk. External efficiency means little if it doesn't align with inner purpose. Their gift? Emotional sanctuary. Their challenge? Taking the lead without betraying themselves. In a world that demands quick decisions, they lead by slow presence, and sometimes that's enough. The INFJ leads with vision and strategy. They create emotional architecture, subtle, enduring, preemptive. The INFP leads with conviction and presence. They create refuge, a safe place to land when the world falls apart. The INFJ says, "This is where we need to go." The INFP says, "Wherever you are, I'll meet you there." The INFJ builds a bridge over the storm. The INFP holds you steady inside it. Different timelines, different tempos, same heart. Now the question is yours. Who is your empath leader? The one who hears what hasn't been said, or the one who holds what no one else sees? Leave a comment. Tell us which one reflects your way of leading. Next episode, ENFJ versus ENFP. Empathy that guides, or empathy that ignites? Subscribe. This journey is just beginning. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.